Curry against Porter. Here's Duckworth, and it's sent back by Bogut. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. Spates checked in for the Warriors. Iguodala comes in for Barnes. Robinson's checked in for the Trailblazers. Ainge comes in for Kersey. And Portland has possession. Shot clock at 6. Here's Drexler. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Well, guys, the head coach for the Portland Trailblazers gave me just a couple of minutes. He told me he's a fan of Andre Iguodala, especially the way he's developed his outside shot. He said that was one weakness. He could do everything else, pass, handle, and finish. And boy, what a defender. But now that he's developed that jump shot, there are really no weaknesses in his game. Guys, that makes it awfully tough to deal with a guy who can impact the game in that many ways. Back to you.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. Porter kicks to Drexler. Porter a screen on Iguodala. Drexler passes to Duckworth. Feeds it to Porter. From downtown, the shot is off. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. Curry. Shot is off. Good D by Ainge. Portland trailing here. Porter with it. Picked up by Thompson. And it's Ainge that time on the assist from Porter. Porter's got 3 assists now in this one.
This has been a thriller. You cannot say enough about the way these two teams have competed.
All indications, Greg, are that this game is going down to the wire. I mean, I'd be surprised, actually shocked, if it ended any other way.
And that one's good. 18 points for Steph Curry.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
They set the pick. There's Porter with the 3, but they'll get another chance. That will not get it done. He's 0 for 2. Green kicks to Curry. 20 seconds left in the first. No good. Trailblazers trail by 3. Drexler outside. Right wing, Porter. Soft touch off the glass.
Well, if you like offense, that's what you're getting here early on.
This has a little bit. Of playground feel to it, fellas. I mean, forget about defending. Just outscore the other team. Let it fly.
The shot no good. And so both teams. Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for them early on.
And the other thing, though, is their execution in terms of their ball movement has been flawless. Sets up a lot of easy scoring opportunities.
Here are the 5 Portland has to start the second quarter. Kersey is out there with Robinson. Then there's Petrovic. Then it's Ainge. And it's Bryant in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Livingston. They get it back. Azili gets the bucket. Azili's got the lead up to 3 now for the Warriors.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
From past the arc. Kersey passes to Robinson. Over Barbosa. Warriors with the rebound. Here is Livingston. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Pulls up, high post. And the rebound goes to Ainge. Trailblazers trail by 3. Pass to Kersey. Baseline J on the way. Jump shot is good. Kersey's got 8 points. Kersey's gone 4 for 4 from the field. Perfect so far. Wasted no time on that one. And the Warriors lead by 4.
And that's good stuff from him. Nice touch.
And Leandro Barbosa gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Clark, he's checked in for Leandro Barbosa. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Williams, he's checked in for Robinson. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Portland again missing.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you've got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
Yeah, you can see he's still in rhythm, even though he misses that one. Almost always deadly when he's that open.
The Warriors shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. The Warriors making a switch here. Bogut's checked in. And he's good on the second. Trailblazers trail by 5. Now Ainge. Rebounded by Bogut.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give him a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Ainge with the ball. Kicks it to Bryant. Here's Petrovic. And a great job by the D contesting that shot and forcing the miss. Passes it to Barnes. Puts up a 3. Bryant with the rebound. Trailblazers trail by 7. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. Kersey, sweet little floater. Kersey's got 4 this quarter.
Uh-oh, a little showboating at the end of that one.
Here's the Warriors with the ball. And the Warriors miss again. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played, to the right side. Petrovic. It's good from long range. Now just a 2-point Warrior lead.
What are they thinking, leaving him with all that space out there? Do they not know? Have they not heard that this guy is unbelievable? That's a layup for him.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. And the Warriors with some changes. Green, he's checked in for Azil. Iguodala comes in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Stephen Curry in for Sean Livingston. Kevin Duckworth is checked in for the Trailblazers. Porter comes in for Danny Ainge.
Got a good look, though. I thought that was going to go down.
Yeah, the D, though, just enough to bother the rhythm on that one, Clark.
Tries to keep it alive. Inside. Pulls it from the elbow. Duckworth's shot is off.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Curry sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Curry's got 21.
And he does it again. What can you say? The defense continues to allow him to get open out there. They've got to know that he can knock down that shot. Put somebody on him.
Warriors leading by 5. Lets the 3 fly. Another 3 for Golden State.
Once again, the defense letting them get open at the three-point line. That's a major mental mistake there. You've got to get to the shooter.
The dish now to Duckworth. And it's sent back by Bogut. Kersey kicks to Williams. Here's Petrovic. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Petrovic has got 6 in the quarter.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter. And sometimes we all just want to show people that we have the range.
Yeah, you speaking from experience? We already know how good his range is. He shouldn't be firing from that deep.
From deep 3-point range, kept alive. Here's Green. Shot is off.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Bogut. And it's Klay Thompson in for Ian Clark. Portland also making some changes. Robinson comes in for Williams, and it's Drexler in for Kersey. From deep, Curry with another miss.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Drexler. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one, drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Look at what Drexler has done so far. He's got 8 points, and he hasn't forgotten to get his teammates involved either.
And he's conscious, I think, Clark, of good ball movement. It needs to be a part of their game plan throughout.
Both free throws good from Drexler. The Warriors leading. From deep three-point range, Curry with another miss.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And, Greg, we've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
But that would have been lucky had it fallen. Poor shot selection.
Yeah, look at the coach's face and the expression. It says all over it. Are you kidding me?
I wasn't sure if he'd be able to keep it up, but he has.
Wow. The pass to Petrovic. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Counted, and the Warrior lead has been cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Robinson. And so it's Golden State with it. Portland grabs the miss. Robinson's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Porter, and he hits it to tie the game up. Porter's got his second bucket.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
It's a tie game here in Oakland. And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters.
How about Steph Curry in this one? He's got 27 points, and talk about the 3-ball for him. Wow, unbelievable from long distance.
Clark, there have been some fireworks from deep today. Boy, he is just dangerous out there.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And Golden State looking at who they've got. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson. They're in the backcourt, and it's Barnes in at the small forward position. Kersey passes to Williams. Now here's Porter out to the wing. At the top of the key, Williams. Drexler outside. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Deep. The shot by Curry, no good. And Portland with the ball. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
From deep. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Drexler's got 4 rebounds now tonight for the lead, and he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
For Portland, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. Warriors trail by 3. It's Curry outside. Rebound by Williams.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's foul number 2 for him. Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Golden State. Ryan, he's checked in for Portland. Here is Porter. Right side, Williams. He kicks it to Porter. From deep, Drexler. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Thompson dishes to Livingston. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
That's a big donut, folks, here to start the second half. 4 straight they've missed.
2 shots, gentlemen.
For Portland, they have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any. The free throw drops for Drexler. And some changes here for the Warriors. Azili's checked in for Bogut. Rush comes in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Barbosa in for Thompson. And Portland with a change here, too. Ainge is checked in. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
They are really struggling with fouls, Kevin. It's still early, but one more foul, and they're over the limit.
Right side, Williams. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession.
Risky pass in a situation like that. Very lucky that wasn't a steal.
Fortunate to get it through. I thought he was headed the other way with that one. They're going to have to play really smart on defense now and defend without...
It's time for the fast break. We lead the way with LeBron. The assist to Kevin Love. Love scored 27 points in the game. But LeBron wasn't done. He had a triple-double. 29, 11 boards, 14 assists, tying Magic Johnson for the most with 8. Cleveland only trailed by 3 at the half, but Golden State separated in the second. Steph Curry also a triple-double. 32, 10, and 11, getting by LeBron on that one. And Curry wasn't done. The assist to Kevin Durant, who scored 33 and 11 boards. Warriors 132-113, and that's your fast break.
I gotta hold down the city. Gotta let you know where I come from. I gotta hold down the city. Gotta let you know. I gotta hold down the city. Gotta let you know where I come from.
Hit on my laps in the gym, the sweat ran off my skin. They thought I ran out of breath, but I was just catching my wind. That only happens to them. I gotta capture my win. I practice 31 days a month and I practice again. Was born equipped with sportsmanship, so I just laugh and I grin. Victory is my objective, I don't have to pretend. Spread my wings like an eagle and let them flap in the wind. No guts, no glory, no pain, no gain. These are actions of men. My teammate is a warrior, got my back to the end. My offense is God sent. You gon' have to defend. My crossover is vicious, I got more swagger than him. Hit the bottom of the net or the back of the rim. Your style is a flagrant foul. Your score, I'ma take it down. All of your trash talking was pointless. Say it now, you slacking in goaltending. My actions are bone chilling. Got the home court advantage. I'm back on the road winning.
I gotta hold down the city. Gotta let you know where I come from. I gotta hold down the city. Gotta let you know.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA Basketball. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. We have Doris Burks on the sideline as well. The Warriors with their last game here in Golden State before heading out on the road. This the first chance to take a look at the Nuggets this season. Guys, they came out on top of the season series matchup a season ago, taking 2 of the 3 away from them.
And looking back to last season, they won this season series as you'd expect.
Yeah, there's a reason they were a playoff team. I mean, they beat the teams they were supposed to. We'll see if they can do it again tonight.
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Gallinari sits outside at 3 with Fareed at the 4. Moutier out there with Will Barton. Steph Curry does so many things well, Clark, on the floor, but one area he had struggled with was turning the ball over.
Yeah, and after a slow start, Kevin, to the year in the turnover department, Curry was able to slowly right the ship.
Beyond the arc. Rebound by the Nuggets. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
Yeah, and the foul trouble. Coming down the stretch, you know, they didn't have the guys on the floor you'd like to have out there, nor could they be as aggressive on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and because of the foul trouble, they really didn't want to incur more foul trouble, so they backed off and became passive, and that's no way to play defense.
And Curry and his turnovers last year, a lot of it might have been getting used to a new system, but you can see he's also tightened up his play to reduce the giveaways.
Now here's Moutier. He's coming off a 10-point game against Utah.
Yeah, but I also thought the rebounding was impressive. He got some huge boards in that game.
Now here's Curry following the miss by Emmanuel Moutier. And it's Curry again from deep. Curry's got 9 points.
And, you know, Curry knew turnovers were a problem. How about his mom even instituted a fine on him? And so anytime he has more than 3 in a game, he owes his mom $100 per turnover.
And here's Gallinari after the 3-pointer from Stephen Curry.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Hey guys, a bit ago, Mike Malone and I were able to chat. He talked about the impact of opposing big man Andrew Bogut, saying there just aren't that many 7-footers with his kind of game. A great interior defender first and foremost. We can't get tunnel vision when we attack the rim. He's got size and strength, and we can't allow him to bully us for offensive rebounds. Let's see if they can keep Bogut from having a big game, guys.
All right, Doris, thanks. He dialed that one up from long distance. And that's 12 points for Steph Curry.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
There's the pick. Here's Barton. Down low, Jokic pops loose off the pick and hammers it home.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flush.
Tanking is something that all teams that are out of it tend to do. I hate that word, Clark, but it seems to be the one used by a lot. Nuggets didn't really try to hide it last season either.
Well, you know, it certainly looked that way. Right around March, they just started sitting key players for no real reason. They framed it as rest, but it didn't quite look that way.
It's Curry outside. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. 18 points for Steph Curry.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets.
And Steph Curry, 6'3" and about 195. I mean, a slender frame, You look back to high school and college, and that was one of the question marks. Did he have the strength to succeed?
And speaking of Curry's slight build, he's worked up and bulked himself. He's added some muscle. He even got up to 200 pounds, I think he said. But he didn't feel real good, Clark, at that weight.
Yeah, it's not about the weight, Kevin. It's about strength. You need it to fight through screens and attack the rim, and he's clearly put on the strength he needs to play at his highest level.
Spates checked in for the Warriors. Iguodala comes in for Harrison Barnes. No one near Moutier as he lets it go. Cannot hit. And Golden State will come the other way. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
And in that game, guys, I mean, the beneficiary of what was some very lackluster defense being played against them.
Agreed, guys. It was really quite shocking and disappointing how many free runs to the hoop they got.
You could not diagram a better way to open a quarter.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the lead they've jumped out to already. What a start.
Now here's Chandler. 1:33 left to play in the first quarter. And it's sent back by Spates. Here's Curry with the three. The shot's good on the assist by Iguodala. And now 24 points for Steph Curry.
And really, that's what built the early lead here. Killer shooting from beyond.
And the defense needs to recognize that and get to the shooters. It's imperative that they get a hand up.
Here's Laverne. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. 5 on the clock. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris.
Well, let's look back to last year's Nuggets while we've got a moment here, Kevin. 4th in second chance points, 7th in rebounding. And also, they were in the top 10 when it came to fast break points. I mean, they weren't afraid to play the game at a fast pace and run a little bit.
And just go revisit those numbers in terms of second chance points. That was elite. And they weren't shy about sticking their nose in there and going after the ball.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
And Green gets it to go.
They got themselves in front with some outstanding shooting right off the bat.
It's been a complete technical dominant performance out here. They are in a zone.
Curry outside, but they recover it. Goes back up, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Iguodala's got his first bucket in this one. Moutier kicks to Chandler, and stolen by Spates. And pushing up his Golden State Warriors again in transition.
It's taken them no time to build this lead up. Great first quarter offensively.
But no time to relax here. They've got to keep the pressure on with the defense, and I think they've got to try to put this one away early.
We're at the end of the first quarter, and what a blowout already in this one. The Warriors on top, running away with it. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for them early on.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
So out there for the Nuggets right now, Fareed and Nurkic in the middle. Will Barton is out there with Harris, and it's Gallinari in at the 3 spot.
And, you know, guys, a high-energy post player like Kenneth Fareed excels at doing the dirty work. As a matter of fact, he's nicknamed the Manimal for good reason. Very few players in the league possess this combination of energy and aggressiveness.
Talking about Fareed, a rebounder extraordinaire. His explosiveness, long arms, and huge hands help him compensate for his relative lack of size.
And he has that exceptional shot blocker instincts. I mean, the timing's there. He'll also steal the ball from you. The question now becomes, will he always be that role, effort, energy player, or will he develop eventually the offensive skills needed to see him reach the next level?
Here's Barton. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. That's good from Gallinari on the assist by Farid.
Still trailing, but their offense is off life support here in the second quarter. It's got a pulse.
Good point, Clark. They're starting to make some shots, looking to try and get back in this one.
The Nuggets trail by 17. Gallinari wide open. And it's Gallinari again missing.
There's no getting around the simple fact that that's a shot he has to knock down.
Livingston, no luck. The Nuggets have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. A nice shot by Gallinari. Gallinari's got 5 now.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when it comes to attacking the interior in this first half.
And the Warriors making a change here. Bogut's checked in. Livingston. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. Barton passes to Nurkic. Here's Barton, covered by Barbosa. Baseline try, and Denver again with the bucket.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
And they're starting to heat up is what they're doing. They're on fire. I mean, that's what they need to climb back into this game.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
For so long, there has been this mindset that Golden State wins through offense, but their defense, you know, Gia, you were talking about this, is where the true strength of this team lies.
Yeah, I think that's what's really allowed them to separate when you look at the rest of the league. I mean, they led the league in opponents' field goal percentage last season, and some nights the shots weren't falling, but the defense always showed up.
Ian Clark's checked in for the Warriors. Gallinari against Barnes. The rebound by Ezeli. Warriors leading by 13.
And you know, with the Warriors, it goes beyond the stats. High character guys, tremendous culture. They had a lot of guys that could guard multiple positions and defend them well. That was a big reason they became champs.
Rebound Bogut. Bogut's got his 3rd rebound on the night. The finish, flushes it down to finish the break.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
Here's Barton, looking for his first basket still in this one. Screen by Farid. And again, Denver no good.
And you just look at this Warriors roster, and there are a ton of defensive playmakers. That ability to switch everything and be fine is what made them so tough on the defensive side of the ball.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Green, he's checked in for Festus Ezeli. Rush comes in for Harrison Barnes. And Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston. Denver also making some changes. Laverne, he's checked in for Kenneth Farid. Chandler comes in for Gallinari. And it's Moutier in for Gary Harris. It's Curry outside. The long distance 3 is buried. Curry's got 30.
What a top-notch game he's having. He's gotten them in front, and it sure seemed like he's going to keep them there. All by himself, it looks like.
Shots good by Laverne.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want. He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Jokic passes to Barton. Denver passing it around. Moutier dishes to Laverne. The Warriors pull it in.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Here's Curry with the 3. Shot is off. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. Chandler, no good. Warriors leading by 19 points. From deep 3-point range, it's Curry. That time on the assist by Green. And that's 36 points for Steph Curry.
You know, the Warriors took some flack when they passed on the chance to trade for Kevin Love. But I really think that the rise of Draymond Green as their stretch 4-man made the decision even better and also kept their cap situation far more flexible.
Denver calls timeout. And Draymond Green won't give you the superstar numbers of a Kevin Love, but he's got a deceptive impact, Clark, at both ends of the floor.
Yeah, I call him a value-utility guy because he does a little bit of everything that brings value to your quest to win. His shooting has steadily gotten better, and while he's not an all-star yet, the sum of his total contributions on the floor, impressive.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State, Spates checked in for Bogut, and it's Thompson in for Ian Clark.
Uh-oh, a little showboating at the end of that one.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
During that break, Coach Mike Malone had some words for his team. He focused on their offense and said to his guys, make the extra pass. Don't try to play hero ball and do it by yourself. That ends up leading to bad shots. Being in the position they're in, probably a smart move to go to the clipboard and switch things up while we're still in the first half. Kevin?
Thanks again, Doris.
Oh, how about the floater there? Nice drop.
Here's Curry with the three. Barton with the rebound.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
I tell you what, I think he'd be happy if he can continue to get looks like that.
And, yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays.
You know, when I think of Wilson Chandler, what comes to mind is supreme athleticism. He can throw it down with the best of them, and yet he's still working on the other areas of his game to be more well-rounded.
And the Warriors making a change here. Iguodala's checked in.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
That's good. Curry's got 39.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
Now here's Moutier. Not a lot of room. And the shot is good. Moutier's got 6. Curry.
It would have been something to see if he could hit that shot from that deep.
Greg, you know it. I know it. There aren't very...
And so a pretty lot.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith, and it's the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. The first half was all about Stephen Curry. He ended up with 39 points and 1 rebound. Definitely no fluke for him, as he just turned in an outstanding game in their last outing, and now tonight, he's rolling again. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, they went downtown and threw a party, and fortunately, we were all invited. The key is that shooters weren't afraid to pull the trigger on open looks, and it's a blowout right now.
And big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Nuggets.
Well, when you're on the road, you got to come a lot tougher than what they brought tonight. All the momentum is again.
And that's going to do it for now, as the second half is almost ready to get started. Back to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew. We're going to sit right here and wait for the end of the game. And
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
And in terms of points in that first half, you know, he's now at a point where we expect him to perform that way.
And Greg, that tells you all you need to know about what a talent he is. I mean, I'll bet he adds a lot more to his totals after the break.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gator. How did he hit that shot?
I don't believe what I just saw right there, Cam.
And Steph Curry with the foul. That's his first foul. Here's Jokic. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here. He's doing it all for them right now on the offensive side. No matter what the defense has done, they haven't been able to find an answer to stop him, and he's had an answer for every defense he's seen.
There's the pick. Here's Gallinari. A second chance effort, and that one's good. Jokic. He has 6.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
Harris checked in for Denver.
Gary Harris.
Warriors leading by 17. Curry. The long distance 3 is buried. Curry's got 47 points.
And what a first year it was for Steve Kerr and the Warriors. It was the best debut as a new coach ever. 67 wins. He also established a franchise win total in his first year.
Fareed a screen on Curry. Shot clock at 5. Moutier kicks to Fareed. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Well, and our old partner Steve Kerr also got a chance to coach the West All-Stars in Greg, his record-setting debut season with the Golden State Warriors. Clark, he really hit a lot of big milestones early.
Well, none of us are surprised at his success.
No.
I mean, Steve will be the first to tell you it was because he was surrounded by excellent assistants. I mean, that's one of the underrated aspects of being a good coach is you've got to have a good staff, and Steve has that.
Excellent point. Curry brings the double. Moutier pass to Jokic. The Warriors pull it in.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Moutier with the ball. He has 6. Fareed setting the pick for Gallinari. Harris dishes to Moutier. He feeds it to Fareed. Takes the 12-footer and hits. Fareed's got 6 here in this quarter.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
From deep. The shot is off. And the Nuggets going the other way. Poked away. Now here's Moutier. Feeds it to Fareed. Curry brings the double. And the pass to Moutier. Dishes it to Gallinari. Misses the 3.
Really was a slow start for Gallinari last season. It took him a while to get back to speed after missing all of the 2013-14 season with that torn ACL.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Gallinari did get better and better over time, and he improved. He started to get back to his former self near the end of the season.
Yeah, had that huge 47-point explosion towards the end of last season. And listen, he's still a young guy and hopefully can continue to build after his injury woes.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
And for a long time in the NBA, the stretch 4 was kind of the anomaly and not the standard. Now it seems that you are the rare power forward if you can't hit a 3. Very few traditional power forwards now in the NBA.
Speights checked in for the Warriors. Iguodala comes in for Harrison Barnes. Denver making a switch here. Here's Moutier. He has 6. Off the inbound, no good. With the stretch 4 and the need for shooting at the position, they don't need to be a three-point threat, but they do need to be able to hit a mid-range jump shot.
Yeah, well said. I think you need to have guys that can make perimeter shots to create spacing. The game's evolving to a space-out-the-floor type game, and shot making gives you a chance to do that.
Out to Chandler. A baseline J, and again, Denver no good.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
Curry can't get it to go.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be, he's not making that one.
All alone, and Cream slams it in.
How about that one-man fast break?
I love the power finish at the end of it, too.
Mudiay with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. That doesn't go either for Chandler.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Curry outside. That's good. Curry's got 59 points.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Mudiay kicks to Chandler. Thompson comes with the double team. Here's Mudiay.
Oh, wow.
That's a beautiful jam.
That's how he makes his presence felt.
And we see him do it time and again. He is a special, special talent.
Sure
Hey,
is.
guys, as important as it is to go out and compete, let's not forget the entertainment element of this game. What an unreal finisher.
And the replay, of course, presented by Kia. What a play. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Curry can't get it to go. The Nuggets have gotten half their shots to drop in the second half up to this point, going 7 of 14. The Nuggets shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. That's good from Harris.
Taking 2 shots.
Second free throw, no good.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Whoops, they pick off the pass.
Oracle Arena, let's keep it going for your Warriors girls.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. Warriors shooting at 50% in a decent groove. And Denver will start the fourth quarter with Faried and Nurkic in the middle. Jameer Nelson is out there with Will Barton. And it's Sampson in at the 3. And Nelson gets it to go.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
Warriors leading by 23. To the wing right side. Here's Ezeli. He's guarded by Nurkic. And the shot is good. Now Nelson. Screen by Faried. Nelson kicks to Faried. Here is Livingston, guarded by Nelson. Livingston, no luck.
He's yet to make an impact from the field, but his team is taking care of business.
And the rejection by Ezeli. Nelson, no luck. Warriors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Livingston, no good on the triple.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face.
And the Warriors with some changes. Spates comes in for Anderson Varejao. And Ian Clark subbed in for Sean Livingston. And Denver also making a switch. Arthur's checked in. Denver shooting straight 49% from the field. Hits, got that one from Nurkic.
And that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
For 3, Barbosa. Rebound by the Nuggets. Faried's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Nelson, the pass to Faried. Nelson kicks to Arthur. Off target from outside.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you've got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
Yeah, you can see he's still in rhythm, even though he misses that one. Almost always deadly when he's that open.
Nelson kicks to Arthur. Off target from outside. Warriors have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. And it's good. Ezeli's got 4 points in the quarter.
And an open path to the hoop there. easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
Now, here is Nelson. D right on him. Here's Fareed. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position. You could see the frustration on his face.
It's stolen by Arthur. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
That's good.
I love how he used his height advantage on that shot.
And he had the nice soft touch with it, too.
Here's Barbosa. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Despite his ineffectiveness, the team has found other scoring options, which you have to have when one of your main guys is struggling.
Nelson dishes to Nurkic. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's going to be on Maurice Spates. And Yusuf Nurkic, really a big, good-looking young prospect. He's the guy that took Mozgov's place in Denver.
Yeah, originally Kevin drafted by the Bulls at number 16, then traded to Denver, as you indicated. His sheer size alone, 7 feet, 280. That makes him a force on the glass.
Gallinari, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Augustine comes in for Jameer Nelson.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, so that's a double-edged sword there.
Augustine passes to Sampson, kicks it to Gallinari. Nurkic setting the pick for Gallinari. Clock at 6, pass to Sampson. Denver passing it around. From deep three-point range, a nice shot by Gallinari.
Danilo Gallinari. Timeout for Golden State.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. The Nuggets missed the postseason again last year. Never really had a good look at it and just fell in back of the pack.
And it's the second straight year of not playing playoff basketball in Denver. This coming on the heels of 10 straight bursts between 04 and 13.
Shaun Livingston, he's checked in for Leandro Barbosa.
Shaun Livingston.
Golden State's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth. Livingston kicks to Rush. Over to the left wing. Here's Clark. But they'll get another chance. And Spates gets it to go.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback. And, you know, for Denver, historically, they've enjoyed a lot of success for a long time. I mean, missing the playoffs consecutively might have been the wake-up call they needed to try something different going forward.
Timeout called the Warriors. They're ahead by 29. There's a minute 47 left in the fourth quarter. Laverne, he's checked in for Jarrell Arthur.
And listen, it's sometimes really hard for teams like the Nuggets to know when to rebuild. So while they weren't quite sure what they had coming into last season, by the end of it, they had a clear idea of what direction they needed to head into for the future.
Here's Nurkic. Makes it off the glass. Nurkic has got 7 now in this quarter.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Warriors.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its Clark fullest capability.
Yeah, and a very satisfying win for him, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And it's always nice to get win number 1 against an opponent you'll be seeing a total of 4 times over the course of the year. They really set the tone tonight for their season series against the Nuggets.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Curry. He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long. That gives him his second 3 of the half with 3 total for the game.
What a year for the Warriors. Clark won their division for the first time in 39 years, ran away with the very tough Western Conference.
And there were a number of surprises last season, Kevin, but the Warriors were at the top of the list. I mean, I don't think anybody, including you and I, pegged them to be as good as they were.
Especially the way the finals began.
Exactly.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Andrew Bogut checked in for Spates. Barbosa comes in for Ian Clark. And Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston.
And you can sense the fact that they didn't want to let the fans down here. It's been a fun night to be in the building.
Greg, it really has been. I mean, such a lively, vibrant atmosphere, and no doubt that played a part in the big win.
They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
Back to Gallinari. Wide open. That one off the back iron and out. Here's Bogut. Missed. So we see the Warriors taking the game.
Yes, Kevin, thank you. I'm with Klay Thompson.
The 2K Sports postgame show.